Hey everybody, Retron here, back with the latest pickups. These ones today actually from some yard sales. One was horrible, and one was not bad. So the second one is going to be a little bit of trade bait because I have most of it. The first one was just a disaster. Lesson learned from that one. I can't believe that I paid the amount I did. Not astronomical, not triple digits, but a lot more than I thought after I realized everything was wrong with it. So we're going to get into it, and you guys are going to learn a lesson, that's for sure. Alright, so I picked this whole first deal up. I'm not going to say how much again, because I don't want my wife to kill me. Haha, just kidding. No, but I picked all these up. The system works, the other system works, but we'll get into the details with each one. So again, I got an original Xbox. Came with all the wires and the power cord, etc., etc. I got an original Xbox controller. I got another Xbox controller, original Xbox controller. One's bigger than the other. I don't know if there was different models or something, but different versions are okay. I believe this is a wireless Pelican controller. I see the AA batteries in the back, so I also have the adapter for it. Works well. Tried that on my Xbox I have hooked up, so at least that works. Here's the adapter, and I believe it's an 8 GB. It says flash memory card with it, so I'm guessing that's a memory card that's used through the adapter. Never had this before, so I'm gonna have to try that one out. But the wireless adapter worked fine, so that's good news. And again, of course, I have the AV cords for it. I have the platinum or the stronger cords for it, so I'm going to replace this. I'm actually going to trade these ones off with another Xbox that I have, so goodbye to these ones. And now come the games. These games come in the case. They're missing the instruction booklets, but they come with the cases, the games, and the cover art, so I'm almost there. But I think some of these are mainly just extra pickups with it. So we got NFL Street. Awesome game. I remember playing this back in high school. This was actually a really fun football game. It was kind of like the newer version of Blitz, in my opinion. But it was a really fun game. Playing that with friends was a fun thing. We have NBA Street, Volume 3. Never played any of these. Was never a fan of any basketball games except for NBA Jam. So this one I'll have to try out. Grand Theft Auto San Andreas. Again, these are incomplete. They're missing the instruction booklets, but again, didn't have San Andreas in the box, so now I have it. And then, of course, the original Spider-Man. I remember playing this on PlayStation 2. Awesome game for its time, especially if you're a fan of any Marvel or superhero games. It's, same old, but again, it's a fun game to play. These games are actually complete, so we're gonna go through all of these. These all came with the instruction booklets, the games, and the cover art. So we got Thrillville for Xbox. Have that for another system. Wasn't a fan of it, but didn't have it, so might as well. We got the Grand Theft Auto Rockstar Games double pack. Comes with Grand Theft Auto 3 and Vice City. We have Midway Arcade Treasures. I know it's gonna be a fun one to play. Wasn't a big fan of Atari and those type of games. They were a little bit before my time, but I'll still play this. I remember Rampage, if you can see Rampage on there. That was like my favorite game back in the day, so that's gonna be a fun replay. We got Disney's Cars. I had disc only, now I have the full copy of it. We got Lego Star Wars, the video game, the first one. Play episode 1, 2, and 3. I believe I have episode 2. Not too sure. We'll follow up with that one. We have Lord of the Rings Return of the King. I just saw a buddy of mine on his YouTube channel play, I think it's Shadows of Mordor on the PlayStation 4. Actually, he had it on the Xbox One. And that made me want to get a PlayStation 4. So, just want to say thanks to Manslayer. No one knows who Manslayer is. Awesome friend of mine. He actually works for Machinima. And gameplays and his channel is awesome if you're into games. If you're a geek like me, it's actually a really fun channel, so check it out. We got Star Wars Episode 2, the original trilogy, Lego version. Those games are always fun. We got Harry Potter and the Goblet of Fire. Again, I did actually play some of the Harry Potter games. They actually are really fun, especially if you enjoy the movies. So if you haven't played them, play them. It's a fun playthrough. We got Peter Jackson's King Kong. That's one game I have not played, so I'll have to play this. I believe I have it on the original PlayStation 2 as well as the Xbox, so gonna have to play that one. Star Wars Episode 3 Revenge of the Sith. This is not the Lego version, just in case you couldn't tell. We have Splinter Cell Chaos Theory. I played one Splinter Cell game back when these originally came out. You know, I guess it was kind of like the Metal Gear Solid games, the stealth games that you could creep through and fight the guys. And I played it for like 15 minutes back in the day. I'm gonna have to try to play these again and see if they were worth playing. I was a fan of Metal Gear Solid, so this is something I want to invest some time in. We got Madagascar Dreamworks. I almost said Disney. I would have got smacked in the face if I said Disney, because these movies are horrible, my opinion. And we got Avatar: The Last Airbender. Again, this, I guess, anime/cartoon. This was an awesome cartoon if you didn't see it. I was a fan of it. I know some people were, some people weren't, but storyline was amazing. Took some time to pick up on some episodes. Sometimes it was fast, sometimes it was just a lot of talking. Same thing with any TV show or cartoon or anything out there. So that's going to be something you have to play through. The next part of this deal that I got, this is mainly why I bought it, because I didn't have a lot of these games, but came with the system as well, and you'll see why. I was kind of bummed about the whole deal, but I have somebody in line to buy it already, so at least it'll kind of work out for me. This came with the original PSP. It does power on, it does play. The only problem is, as you can see, joystick is broken off. I was really irate with the person that was selling it. You know, I don't have to repeat myself a million times, but didn't expect this. When she took a picture of it, I don't know. I looked at the picture, and you can't tell if it's not there. I think the games were next to it or something. So this is, you know, a tidbit fact for everybody going out there. When you guys buy things, make sure you look everything over. This was the first time I really got kind of screwed in a way, and I messaged her after saying a couple of the discs didn't play, and the PSP had a broken joystick. And she said that everything was tested beforehand, and, you know, nothing was wrong with the PSP, and blah, blah, blah. But, yeah, as I said, I'm getting most of my money back, so I'm fine, and most of the stuff's going into the collection, so I'm not super mad. And then the discs, I need to buy a disc doctor of some sorts and repair them, because some of them are just not playable, but I need to buy a disc cleanup anyway, so it's going to be something I'm going to invest in. And again, the reason why I bought this whole thing were pretty much for the games, so we'll go through the games. We got NHL 07. Again, some of these might not be amazing to you guys, but I didn't have most of these games, and I don't have a lot of PSP games. We have FIFA 07. We have Madden 09. NBA Live 09. Here come a little bit better games. We got Burnout Legends, which again, if you guys have heard me in my past videos, that's one of my favorite racing games, just for the non-reality racing type things where it slows everything down and the crashes are just insane. That's the only reason why I was a big fan of those games. So that's going to be a fun game to play, especially in my hands, not sitting on a TV. We got Syphon Filter Dark Mirror. I played Syphon Filter back in the game. Awesome game. Never played this, so this is going to be reliving. Once I find the original Syphon Filter, I'll replay, because I don't know if this is a sequel, prequel, secondary storyline, anything. So I want to play the original before I play this one again. And really happy because I didn't have this one. Grand Theft Auto Chinatown Wars. Never played it. I honestly don't even remember hearing about it when it came out. So this is going to be a cool little thing to play. Expecting a baby soon, so might bring this in with me to the hospital. That's going to be entertaining to watch and hear people in the background. What's going on in this game? Interesting. That's it for that deal. Again, I really lost out on that deal. I'm not going to say the dollar amount, but we'll rectify it and we'll keep moving. So the next deal I paid $15 for. Mainly trade bait because I have most of them, and they threw in a couple of extras at the end. The extras were Medal of Honor Frontline disc only, Metal Gear Solid 2 disc only, and Grand Theft Auto 3 disc only. She actually also threw in a memory card, which I have like 30 of them now because can't save games without a memory card, so that was a good thing to throw in. Oh, and I forgot actually, the last deal, I forgot this PSP mobile charger. So that did come with the PSP bundle. So that was a backtrack, but whatever. Sticking with this PS2 bundle, we got 2 controllers. Joysticks all great, the buttons aren't stuck, they all work well on both of them. So that's a great addition because you can't go wrong with PlayStation 2 controllers. I think actually I might replace one of mine with one of these, so these are actually in almost perfect condition. It's a good addition. Of course, the power cord and the AV cords all together. All testing, not loose, not cut up. That's, usually get beat up cords when you get the trays. We get the original PlayStation 2 FAT system. Looking at how many systems I find for cheap, I don't know if I should start modding or, trading, reselling. I don't know what I want to do, but I get so many systems when I go to buy the games, people want to shut me down and they say, oh, I'll take the games for $10, and they say, you know what, just take the system. And I'm like, all right. I end up with so many of them. Honestly, I know people hate the word resell, but I do resell. That's how I keep my funding for this going and how I keep the money for the collection going. So, you gotta do what you gotta do. If the people are gonna offer me a free system or a system for $5 and I can make an extra 15 off of it for more games, I'm definitely gonna do it. So these are all complete as well. Tony Hawk's Pro Skater 3. That was one of my favorite games back in the day. Played with my buddy Peter back in the day. Madden 2004. We got Prince of Persia, Sands of Time with that awesome GameStop sticker. Luckily, I can get these off. I'm a pro at getting those off now. If you guys have any questions on how, I could show you. I could do a video on how to take them off. I don't know if there's any better way, but so far mine's working fine. We have 007 Nightfire. This is actually going to replace my copy because the GameStop stickers and everything replaced, damaged my old case that I was trying to peel off. So I know I could have done a case replacement, but this thing is mint, so keeping it. And Final Fantasy X. Who could pass up a Final Fantasy game? Again, I paid $15 for all that, so it's really, I gotta say, not a bad deal, especially when I can make some money back on most of the stuff I've had doubles of. So again, quick recap of the video. Life lesson learned. We got to make sure that everybody pays attention to what they're buying. And I want to give a shout out to everybody out there. If you guys are buying anything, whether it's on Craigslist, Facebook yard sale pages, anything, make sure you test it. Make sure you don't just walk away from the deal without testing everything out. Make sure you check every single thing, discs, cartridges, everything you can before you walk away from that deal. If you don't, you might get screwed like I did. And on that note, Retro Hound out.